Apologies if you can hear the music in the background, but sorry I didn't give you a match reaction last week because I was ill, quite frankly. I really couldn't be bothered. I did watch the Charlton game, and obviously I watched today's game. Look, at the end of the day, I know that it is still technically 2 points dropped. It is definitely... the two games we've had against Luton, we were winning in both games and we've had to be pegged back both games. I always see those type of games as 2 points dropped because you haven't done your job properly, you haven't kept a clean sheet, you haven't seen the game out. It does get a bit concerning. And don't get me wrong here, if we say, for example, sell Madra in this window and we don't replace him, then I would get a bit worried. But at the end of the day, for people, I've seen some people saying that we're not going up based on today's game. That's very reactionary. And I understand it's frustration, I understand that, you know, there is a worry that we will not go up, but at the end of the day, you know, it's a 46 game season. If we don't win our game in hand and we haven't done well in the transfer market, then yeah, there might be genuine cause for concern there, but I just think that we need to just keep our cool, keep our heads, and just wait and see what happens for the rest of the window, you know. And quite frankly, if I don't look at it this way, I will be mentally driven insane. I can't stand the thought of another season in this league, because it isn't very good. I know that obviously we're not very good because we're in it, but at the end of the day, you know, referees are rubbish. Some majority of the players obviously aren't as good technically, but it does concern us. It does concern us that we're third at the moment. But at the end of the day, look, we're only 5 points off top. Portsmouth did lose today to Blackpool, and as well, we've got that game in hand. And obviously, it doesn't mean anything if we don't win it, but the fact is, we still have it. So, you know, until we've played that, I will continue to point to that game in hand. And Luton and Portsmouth at the end of the month have got each other as well. So wait and see what happens in that game. You want that, if you have that game be a draw, and then we have another game in hand on the two of them because they'll have played each other. And I think our game in hand then will be Gillingham, which we'll play next month. But obviously, if we don't win these games in hand and we don't do well on the transfer market, then it is going to be a concern. I suppose, as Stuart Donald said in the podcast, or as Tom White said in the Roker Report pod, if we don't go up this year, then there's no excuse, or there's enormous pressures to go up next season. Either this year or next year, we have to go up one way or the other. Anyway, guys, I love yous and leave yous as usual, and let's just hope that towards the end of the season, we're promoted at the very least. See yous later.